Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Modesty and Fashion Podcast. Happy weekend to you all, and how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. I am truly grateful that you keep joining me for this conversation. Today's episode, we will be talking about a serious conversation, which is how did we get here? A conversation about fashion, identity, and exposure. Today's episode begins with something that happened a few days ago, and honestly, I haven't stopped thinking about it. I was at someone's shop to get something done. While I was sitting there, two ladies walked past the shop. They looked like secondary school students. They were wearing a bomb shirt and a crop top. When I said crop top, the crop top is cropping. One of the men in the shop watched them as they walked by. Then he turned to me and asked, "What is happening to our youth?" A few moments later, he looked at me again and said, "Why are you not dressing like them?" And he said to me again, "This is becoming too much. What can we do to solve this problem?" I just sit there. I didn't know what to say. His words stayed with me long after I left the shop. Not because I had an answer, but because I realized this wasn't just one man's opinion. It reflected a concern that many people have, but don't always talk about. And that is what influenced today's episode. So today, I want us to have an honest conversation. How did we get here? How did we get here? How did exposing more of our bodies become one of the biggest definitions of fashion? Before we continue, let me say this clearly. This episode is not about shaming anyone. It's not about attacking anyone's personal choice. And it is not about saying that every woman who dresses a certain way has the same reason. Everyone has a story. Everyone has a different experience. This conversation is simply an invitation to think, because sometimes we follow trend without stopping to ask where those trends came from. Let's be honest, the fashion industry has changed over the years. What was once considered bold has slowly become normal. Every season there is a new trend. Sometimes clothes become tighter, sometimes they become shorter, sometimes they reveal more. And before long, people begin to believe if you don't dress that way, you are old-fashioned, insecure, or not confident. But who decide that? Who decide that confidence should be measured by how much of our body we reveal? Who decide that the less you wear, the more fashionable you are? These are the questions I think we should all ask ourselves. When we open social media, what do we see? We see influencers, celebrities, models, advertisements. We watch movies, and many of these images tells us the same thing over and over and over again. Show more to stand out. Dress this way if you want attention. This is what confidence looks like. After seeing these messages every day, it is easier to believe them, especially for our young girls who are still discovering who they are. They begin to think, if I don't look like this, maybe I am not beautiful. If I don't dress like this, maybe people won't notice me. And that is when I believe the real issue begins, not with clothes, but with the message behind them. Because fashion itself is not the enemy. Fashion is creative. Fashion allows us to show our personality. But when fashion begins to tell us that our values depend on appearance, we have moved away from its own purpose. The question is no longer, what am I wearing? The deeper question is, why am I wearing it? Is it because I genuinely love it? Because it reflects my personality? Or because I am afraid of being left out? We have talked in previous episode about confidence and validation. This conversation connects with that. When we don't know our worth, it's easier to let trend decide it for us. But real confidence is not built on attention, it's built on identity. And identity lasts much longer than trends. I also want to speak to parents and those raising young ladies. Our children are watching us. They are watching what we celebrate. They are watching what we call beautiful. They are watching the conversation we have about fashion. If we want the next generation to make wise choice, we must do more than correct them. We must guide them. We must teach them that beauty is more than appearance. The confidence comes from within, and the fashion should express who they are, not determine who they become. As I close today's episode, I want to leave you with 3 questions. When you choose what to wear, what influences your decision the most? If social media disappeared tomorrow, will your style still change? What definition of pretty are we passing on to the next generation? These questions are not meant to make anyone feel guilty. They're meant to help us reflect, because every meaningful changes begins with an honest conversation. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of Modesty and Fashion. If this episode make you think, I would love you to share it with someone else. Let's keep this conversation meaningful, truthful, and open-minded. Don't forget to follow this podcast on Spotify, subscribe on YouTube, and share your thoughts in the comment section. Until the next time, remember this: fashion should never make you forget your value. Trend will change, opinion will change, but your worth should never depend either of them. Wear what reflects your confidence, your wisdom, and your identity, not just what is popular. Take care of yourself. See you in the next episode. Bye.